Hey, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is Karl from Sovereign Citizen Chronicles. Hope everybody's having a great day. All right. So today we're going to be back in the courtroom of Judge Sean Perkins out of the 36th District Court of Michigan. All right. If you know Sean Perkins, he's a no-nonsense judge. He definitely handles his business in the courtroom, and he doesn't play any games. All right. So he's going to be dealing with a sovereign citizen who has some traffic violations. So let's get to this proceeding.
This is the City of Detroit versus Elrico Gater. Case number SP 128-1837, counts 1 and 2. SP 156-07261, SP 162-4983, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 164-3083, counts 1 and counts 2 in the state of Michigan versus Elrico Gater, case number SX 40380982. Appearance for the record, please, Mr. Barry.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Gater.
I'm speaking for the corporation of Elrico Gater.
They're gonna love this one. Good morning to you, Mr. Gater.
Good morning.
All right, today is the date and time. So I kind of got to get an understanding of, we need Mr. Elrico Gater. We don't need the corporations of Elrico Gater. How do we find Mr. Elrico Gater?
I guess that's the name I was given. I guess I'm Elrico Gater.
Okay. All right. Today is the date. Now let me ask you this. Do you want Mr. Barry to represent you, or do you want an attorney to represent you?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. All right. So today's date and time set for, it's some matters under warrant status, Mr. Berry, and other matters are in pretrial for the purposes of the warrants. Mr. Berry.
We would waive the reading of the information and stand mute.
And we'll enter a not guilty plea on your client's behalf and give your client a $0 bond. So what I have here is 1, 2, 3, 4 tickets in Mr. Gater's name, and then I counted some other tickets into the record. I can give you those tickets whenever you're ready.
Ready, Your Honor.
I have a driver's license suspended. I have a no insurance misdemeanor. I have a no ops. I have a failure to stop and an improper turn. So it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cases I called into the record.
Yes, Your Honor.
2 of them are civil infractions that were in default. I have no problem setting these defaults aside. They were kind of a little bit back in October, but since I just said it, I don't have a problem setting an improper left turn and a failure to signal at a stop sign or whatever that is, if the city has no objection to hearing me.
No objection, Your Honor.
Give Mr. Gater an updated offer. I also see a no insurance, the insurance no proof 288. If Mr. Gater is interested in getting a valid driver's license, he probably want to pay that 288. At least get a port of clearances here at the 36th District Court. That's the only thing I can see affecting Mr. Gater's license. Mr. Gater, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Berry. Have a conversation with him. Let us know what you want to do when you come out, okay? What happened to Elrico Gater?
Maybe his corporation said he had a board meeting.
He had a board meeting. All right, let's pass it. All right, are we ready on someone, Mr. Gater? Let's go back on the record with Mr. Gater. Mr. Gater, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
We seek a bench trial date, Your Honor.
Is that what you want to do, Mr. Gater?
Yeah.
March the 10th. Come back March the 10th at 9 a.m., all right?
All right, I got one question, Your Honor. He not gonna be representing me, is he? Because I don't want him to represent me.
Well, listen, Mr. Gater, see, this is how it works. If you want to pick your attorney, you got to pay for your attorney.
All right,
If
that's
you
fine.
know,
That's fine. That's
we
fine.
got another attorney in here. We'll always have 2 attorneys in here on that date, though. All right.
All right.
Best of luck to you, sir. Have a very good rest of your day.
You too.
All right, y'all. So now we're heading into the next proceeding. Um, Mr. Gater, he didn't want to continue with his lawyer, but Judge Perkins had to, let him know, hey, if you don't want the lawyers that we're giving you pretty much for free, you're gonna have to pay for your own. All right. So now let's get into this next proceeding.
No, I don't see him, Mark. Let's keep moving. Gater, Elrico Gater.
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, sir. How you doing today?
I'm well. All right. City of Detroit, Ms. Soroki versus Elrico Gater. Case number SP 1281837, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1560726-1, SP 1624983-2, SP 1643083, counts 1 and counts 2, SP 1681232, counts 1 and counts 2, in the state of Michigan versus Elrico Gater, case number SX 40380982. Appearance for the record, please.
Your Honor, Pauline Soroki on behalf of Mr. Gater.
Mr. Gater, state your name for the record, please.
Elrico Gater.
Today is the date and time set for a trial on most of the counts. However, on the SP 1681232, counts 1 and counts 2 is set for, we'll call it today the date and time set for arraignment. Purposes of arraignment, Ms. Soroki.
I'm going to waive the form of reading the information, stand mute. I'm sorry, Your Honor, what was that charge?
There was 2 new charges, no insurance misdemeanor and a driving while license suspended misdemeanor.
Thank you.
All right, any officers here on Elrico Gater? Officer White, Officer Artez, Corporal Baker, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Yes, Corporal Artez Baker, Badge 21, Detroit Police Department.
Very well, good morning. You? Is there Officer Shack? Officer Frederick, Officer White. Shack, Frederick, White, and then was that
Prisblo?
Prisblo, BPRZYBYLO. Okay, hearing no response on those other officers, I do not see any of those officers in the room now. We'll just deal with what we have and then get him an updated offer on the no insurance misdemeanor and the driving license suspended. He does owe another 288 on 1 no insurance proof, amongst other civil infractions. That's the one that's affecting his driver's license. Let's put you in a breakout room with
Mr. Bowman, can you meet me in a breakout room, please?
Yes. Yes.
I'm going to put you in a breakout room, Mr. Gater, with Ms. Soroki.
Yes, sir.
Join the room, please. All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. Gater. I already swore him in. Do you understand? Right, for let's say break. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Put your hand down. Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Soroki went over your other advice and rights in the breakout room, did she not?
Yes, sir, she did.
You understood those rights?
Yes, sir, I did.
You have any questions about those rights?
No, sir.
You know by taking the deal, you're gonna give those rights up?
Yes, sir.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No, sir.
Which one are we pleading to? Are we pleading to Officer Baker's tickets? Let
Yes.
me draw. Let me draw your attention back to September 24, 2024 at around 12:28 p.m. in the city of Detroit, area of Lasher and Grand River. Sir, did you have an occasion on that day to come in contact with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes, sir, I did.
Were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes, sir, I was.
The officer asked you to produce a valid driver's license?
Yes, sir.
What was this? What was this allowing?
Yes.
Well, let's do an improper plate on this, because he wants an allowing and a what? What was the other thing?
There's going to be one fail to display, one allowing, and one impeding.
So we have, so you're pleading to the new cases then? Allowing.
There should be.
Failure to display. The one ticket with the allowing officer, that was Officer Frederick here. So Officer Frederick, I don't think checked in.
I think Mr. Bowman said he was, I don't know.
Officer Frederick did check in. I have a phone number for Officer Frederick.
Oh, he did check in. Okay, very good, very good. All right, there we go. All right. One allowing, one failure to display, and another what?
Impeding traffic.
All right, on that day, sir, on that day we called, did you fail to stop at a stop sign?
Yeah, yes, sir.
All right, blocking traffic for that, found him responsible. Just for matters of convenience, let's just plead them out to the other two, failure to display and an improper plate amended count. The same effect. Let's say, let's draw your attention back to February 20th, 2025 at 10:03 p.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of 7 Mile and Hubble. Did you have occasion on that day to come in contact with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes, sir, I did. Yes, sir.
Were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes, sir.
Did the officer ask you to produce a valid driver's license and insurance?
Yes, sir.
You could not, could you?
Can you repeat that, sir? I apologize. Your camera, like your voice went out.
You couldn't produce either valid license or insurance, could you?
No, sir.
All right. Why couldn't you do it? Why couldn't you produce insurance?
At that time, I didn't have it, but my girlfriend just sent me the text. I don't know why I couldn't log in, but I could turn my camera around.
You have it now?
Yeah,
Well,
hold on. I could turn my camera around.
it doesn't.
All right, let me say something. Let me pass the matter. Ms. Grant, I don't, when I'm telling you, you need to be dressed like you're in court, not at home on your couch. I don't understand why I need to explain that to you. All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. Gater. You want to pass it and see if he's got the documentation together?
No, actually,
My
the prosecutor was going to go forward without him providing his insurance. So he's
But
already.
I can provide it for you guys.
Okay,
My
Mr.
girl
Gater, Mr. Gater, it doesn't change the deal, okay?
All right, I'm just letting you guys know.
Thank you.
All right. Anyway, you couldn't provide it at that time?
Yeah, I did. I couldn't show it at that time, Your Honor. I'm sorry. I couldn't provide it at that time.
And your license was suspended at that time as well?
Current to your officer, yes, Your Honor.
Well, I mean,
It was suspended because it was, yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
All right, improper plate, find him guilty and failure to display. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm only gonna fine you for 2. I'm not gonna fine you for the improper plate. And I'll fine you $240 for the failure to display, and I'll fine you $175 for the blocking of traffic, all right?
All right, thank you. I appreciate that.
All right, so we'll do it that way.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I was about to say,
So
did you
I
need
can
me
go to the Secretary of State and pay the reinstatement fee, correct now?
You need to go to Secretary of State and pay this $288 to get your driver's license. I thought I told you that last time.
No, when I tried to go get them last time, they told me I had to wait to see what the court or the outcome. I tried. I left your courtroom and went straight to the.
You never paid the $288.
Okay, I'll go pay the $288.
It has to be paid at 36, not Secretary of State, 36. And then you're going to have an additional 30-day wait on your license because you took that fail to display today. So.
And you're gonna owe this other money. So when can you pay the other money?
How much do I owe in total, Your Honor?
So for today, let's talk about today. I don't know the total. I'm gonna waive the warrant fees as well. This math has got to put it in the system. So for today, I'm talking about $240 and $175.
Is that gonna give me my license back?
No.
I don't have the money today. Then I'll pay it like next week or the week after that. I don't got it today if it's not gonna get my license back.
What do you mean if it's not gonna get your license back? You got to pay it anyway. You got to.
I don't have the I don't have it today, Your Honor. I don't have the money today.
You telling me you don't have the money today if it's not gonna get your license back. So basically, I can infer that if you was gonna get your license back, then you would have the money?
Correct. I was gonna call my grandmother and borrow the money until I got paid, but I'm not gonna call my grandmother and borrow the money if I'm not gonna get my license back today. Correct, Your Honor. Correct.
Listen, sir, don't get smart with me because it's 93 days in jail waiting on your head. I can just let you do that instead of paying, but I'm trying to help you out so you can get a valid driver's license.
I'm not getting smart with you, Your Honor. I just said if I wasn't getting my license today, I don't have the money today. That you asked the question, I answered the question. I don't know how that was getting smart with you. I answered your question just how you asked.
It's your tone. It's your tone. That's how it's getting smart. Here, let them figure it out. April the 10th, 2025, and I'm gonna mark and file allow payment plan. It's paid by April the 10th, 2025. I'll mark and file allow payment plan. Have a very good day, Mr. Gater. Best of luck to you.
You too, my boy.
Ooh.
Not your boy.
All right, all right, I'm sorry.
This is not the streets. This is not the streets. Get out of the streets.
I'm not in the streets. I go to work every day, 9 to 5. I had to call off to be here today.
Mr. Gater.
He talking about the streets. I don't be in the street.
Well, you sound like it. You sound like it. I'm not your boy. All right. Best of luck to you.
All right, y'all. So that's the end of that final proceeding. Mr. Elrico Gater, Elrico Gater. I'm not sure if I'm saying the first name right, but he was doing well. He was saying yes, sir, no, sir. He was being, polite. He wasn't being arrogant and all that stuff. And then it just went south at the end. When he found out that once he paid, I think it was $275 plus the $140, that he wasn't going to get his license back. And even though he did answer the question, like he said, Judge Perkins was right. Yeah, his tone was definitely disrespectful, and it was definitely kind of aggressive. And he's right. And Judge Perkins was right. It definitely was kind of street too. All right. And then for him to, well, the thing that he said that was kind of, something that you would probably hear in the streets, is my boy. And, we hear that all the time and kind of like the, hip hop space and stuff like that. But, at the end of the day, man, Judge Perkins, he gave him a really good break. Of course, he had to pay out some money before he got his license, but at least he had the opportunity to get his license back at some point and not have to do 93 days in jail. All right. So with that being said, I just want to thank you for watching the video. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Also hit that notification bell so you get notified when I upload more videos. This is Karl from Sovereign Citizen Chronicles. Also, let me shout out TP from Sovereign Citizens Hall of Fame. He's the one that put me onto this proceeding. A little bit older proceeding, but definitely interesting. All right. I'll catch you on the next video. God bless. Peace.